road, Somerset, they won't be outdone. An extraordinary Harvest Festival feast is being made entirely from chocolate.
So today it's Operation Feast. We've got to get everything organised. We've got less than 48 hours now.
As chocolatey wonderland as the workshop of Flo Broughton and her dad, Kerr Dunlop. The pair have agreed to create a vast Harvest Festival display for charity, made from 100 kilos of liquid chocolate. They'll be creating over 150 items, from chocolate asparagus to chocolate croissant, with even the plates and cutlery made from chocolate. And if this wasn't enough, they're going to display the feast on a table also made out of chocolate.
This is like probably the most different kind of commission that we've ever been asked to do. But actually, I'm really excited to do it because, well, if we can do it, then that means we can do anything, Dad.
Because she promises us stupid things, we actually have to do it. How on earth are you going to do it? This Harvest Festival thing. How are we going to do that?
Luckily, they have a team of 16 employees hard at work in their mini factory. And with no time to waste, Flo gets cracking on a key element in the display, a pumpkin.
So I'm just mixing up some white chocolate with some orange colouring so that I could start to make my centrepiece.
She fills her pumpkin mould with the coloured chocolate and coats it evenly.
So we've got a nice coating now.
After the orange layer sets, she pours in a layer of milk chocolate. This chocolate layering technique is a closely guarded family secret, and they own a patent for it. These trademarked layers of chocolate upon chocolate gave birth to their company name, Choc on Choc.
Wow. Okay, so I'm really pleased with that.
Next, Flo wants something to stick her pumpkin on, a chocolate urn.
Starting to fill this up now towards the top. It's going to be a nice solid urn. Little leakage, but that's okay.
The joys of playing with chocolate, oh dear.
We've never really made anything like this before. This is definitely a big learning.
While Flo deals with her leak, the rest of the team are hard at work making chocolate plates and cutlery. And no harvest is complete without fruit and veg. From strawberries to Brussels sprouts, they're making it all. Next on the line, carrots.
Can you make sure it's like quite a dark orange so it's like nice and fresh? And can I get 30 more?
First, white chocolate mixed with green colouring is piped into the top of the carrot moulds. Then there's more of that layering expertise as orange-coloured white chocolate is poured on top. Once the carrots are done, it's time for Flo to crack the urn out of the mould.
Not feeling too confident on this one. However, I might be pleasantly surprised. This bit is pretty tough. This mould is very hard. So I'm just going to snap this out. So we've got a base, that's okay. We've got a middle, that's okay. Because I can glue this all back together. It's a bit like fixing broken china.
With chocolatey repairs underway, Flo has plenty left to do before the charity event. And there's still the small matter of a table made from chocolate. Back in Somerset, Flo is working on her most ambitious commission to date. Her local pub, the Cross Keys, has asked her to make a Harvest Festival feast entirely from chocolate. And she's delivered in spades. Even the chinaware is edible, and it makes for a sumptuous display.
Everything's starting to come together. This is still very much a sort of trial as to how it's going to look. A few of these new items are experiments. I've never made these before, so it's our first ever chocolate teacup. These are our chocolate biscuits, but they are like water crackers. And then inside this camembert here, if you cut that open, there's white chocolate inside there and it will ooze.
But whilst they've already produced an impressive 50 kilos of Harvest Festival goodies, their biggest challenge lies ahead. Making the table the feast will be displayed on out of chocolate.
Getting a little bit nervous now because the deadline is looming and we've got quite a lot to do. And the big focus is about to be the table.
To support their mammoth feast, the table is going to need strong legs to stand on. But 4 legs of solid chocolate won't be enough. And it's Flo's dad, Kerr, that has the solution.
I thought we could actually pour the chocolate in and then I put that on there, and that would actually fix to the chocolate.
Here goes. So I'm going to paste this in. So we're hoping they'll all bond now nicely together. I think this is going to be a good solution. It does annoy me that Dad's always right. But
A couple of hours later, and it's time to see if it's worked.
moment of truth. Okay. Yeah, it works.
Success. Kerr attaches the reinforced chocolate legs to the table, which Flo's team covers with a tablecloth.
So we're using a real tablecloth to create the real folds, and then this will get removed, and that will leave us with just the chocolate version of this. We've got 7 hours left till the event.
For the next hour and a half, they use their patented choc and choc layering know-how to create a beautiful white chocolate tablecloth, weighing in at around 40 kilograms.
The top is pretty secure now. I think it's just the sides. We're just making sure we've got these bits moulded in. But we're also using chocolate that's slightly thicker now, which is much better for the moulding.
By using chocolate that has started to set, the team are able to give a more realistic shape to the folds in the tablecloth.
We've done between 5 and 6 layers on it, so we're feeling okay about this. We're going to let this dry, and then we're going to need to start moving this over to the cross keys so that we can build the feast on the table.
But with 50 kilos of festival feast and 40 kilos of chocolate table, getting it to the pub will be easier said than done. Coming up. In Somerset, Flo and her team have made a huge harvest festival feast entirely from chocolate. It will be the centrepiece at a charity event at the local pub. And if that wasn't enough, they've also made a white chocolate tablecloth to go over the table.
It's coming along all right.
I'm hopeful that it will work, because this is the table, and we've got 5.5 hours to go.
With the chocolate table set, they can now think about setting the table. But they've got to get it to the local pub first.
I'm just cutting the seam lines so it'll come apart easily.
Yeah.
Oh, it's heavy.
Flo's decided to break the tablecloth into 4 pieces to make it easier to move.
Right. Great. First one done.
Just 3 to go.
Okay, we're gonna. Oh, hold on. Wait. It's alright. Got it.
With each quarter weighing around 10 kilos, the tablecloth is cracked under its own weight.
It's fine. Just snuggle it together. Go down. Right. Hayley, you got the front? The back of the table is missing. It's not the end of the world. And I'm positive we can still create this whole table. Yeah.
And Flo's positivity pays off as the front 2 sections of the table arrive safe and sound.
Yep, it's on.
The hard bit is finally over. Flo can now decorate her impressive table with her festival feast before the guests arrive.
So I'm now doing like the final touches where I'm going to bring the feast to life.
Oh, almost. From chocolate acorns and leaves to oozing camembert, it's hard to believe that all of this is chocolate. The charity event is finally underway, and it's time for the big chocolatey reveal.
Thank you so much for coming to our Chocolate Harvest Festival. We're just so pleased that we've actually managed to achieve this. 1, 2, 3.
What a spread! Almost 100 kilos of unbelievable chocolate creations. From a selection of chocolate veg to sandwiches and donuts, with Flo's pumpkin taking centre stage. Not forgetting that chocolate tablecloth. They've thought of everything, including lobsters. And what will the guests eat from?
We have chocolate plates, so you're welcome to help yourself to a bit of chocolate. I'm just so pleased. I've lived in a village my whole life, so to be able to produce something as fun as this, and the fact everybody is so impressed and loved it. It just makes it so much better.
It is so amazing.